Hello viewers. In this video, let us have an overview of strategic management syllabus, which is paper number 8 of module 2. And this subject is for 40 marks, and this is a part 2 of paper 8. So let us first have an overall description of all the 6 chapters that are there for us. Let's start with the first chapter. This is the content table of the strategic management syllabus. Like I told in the beginning, there are 6 chapters. The chapter number starts from 11 and goes up to 16. The 11th chapter in the syllabus, that is part 2 of financial management and strategic management, would be introduction to management. This has all the introductory things we will see once we take up the chapters in detail. The second chapter is introduction to strategic management. Third chapter is business policy and formulation of functional strategy. Fourth chapter for us would be strategic analysis and planning. Fifth would be strategic implementation and control. And the last chapter would be analyzing strategic edge. Now in the next few slides, let us go a little deeper into each of these chapters and understand what are the concepts that we'll be studying in the entire syllabus. In the first chapter, that is introduction to management, we have concepts such as concept of management. We will be studying different definitions that are there in management, followed by the definitions of management. There are quite a lot of definitions that are discussed. Then we have functions of management. There are 5 functions which are discussed in detail, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So this is the first chapter for us. In the second chapter, we have introduction to strategic management. Now here we will understand the meaning and process of strategic management. Then we will move on to the different phases in strategic management, followed by strategic leadership. Then we have business environment and its components, that is the internal and the external environment. Later we will have Porter's 5 force theory, which is a very interesting model which helps us to understand the industry in which we are operating. So this is the second chapter for us. The third chapter is business policy and formulation of functional strategy. Here we have the meaning of business policy, its features, evolution and importance. We will also deal with the vision of a company and the mission of the company. Then we go on to different levels of strategy, which includes the corporate level strategy, business level strategy and the functional level strategy, followed by strategies related to finance, marketing, HR, production and logistics. Of course, these are the most important functions of any management or any organization. In the next chapter, that is chapter number 4, we will have strategic analysis and planning. Here we start with SWOT. Like all of us know, SWOT stands for strength, weakness, opportunity and threat. Followed by TOS. In that we have 4 approaches or 4 strategies. The first one being aggressive strategy, second one being conservative strategy, third one is competitive strategy and fourth is the defensive strategy. We will be studying about all the 4 strategies that we have. And we will also study something related to PERT, then we have CPM, then we have the BCG model, GE9 cell model and Porter's generic strategies. All these constitute the chapter 4 in the strategic management syllabus that we have. In the 5th chapter, we study the strategic implementation and control. Here we study the strategy formulation and implementation. After that, we will study issues related to strategy implementation. Then we will have the strategic control process and methods. And finally, we will have a strategic change management. So these are more or less the most important topics that we'll be studying in strategic implementation and control chapter. In the 6th chapter, the name of the chapter is Analyzing Strategic Edge. This is the last chapter in the syllabus. Here we will start with business process re-engineering, which is a very interesting and important topic, followed by the TQM, Total Quality Management. After TQM, we have the 6 Sigma technique. So these are more or less the modern trends in the management domain. And this should conclude the syllabus for strategic management. Thank you.